Today's video is about power of persuasion. I like to call it POP. The power of persuasion is when a person, suggests something that you do, but they do it in a more convincing manner, which would make a person pretty much fall victim to what they want to do, but they want to convince you to do it because of the after effect of what's going to happen. These days, power of persuasion is at an all-time high, especially in impoverished communities with the youth. I have lost many friends behind power of persuasion. I have seen marriages be destroyed because of power of persuasion. I have seen girls and boys do things that they probably wouldn't do, but they were persuaded to do it, and it changed their life. So, I think people should definitely stay in tune when it comes to persuasion and don't act on the persuader. Don't let a person control your destiny and your fate because you were persuaded to do something that could hurt you. When it comes to females, I have daughters. So I want to touch on this because I do have daughters, and I don't want them to become victim to another person. When it comes to females, you're going to have boys and men try to persuade you to do things that you wouldn't do. Whether it be sex, money, drugs. They're going to try to persuade you to get into your pants or to have you do something for money or whatever. But you don't want to be persuaded because of the cars. You don't want to be persuaded because of jewelry or whatever. You want to be persuaded to do the right thing in life, which is have integrity for yourself. And I'm saying this to my daughters right now as I record this video. I'm saying it to you. Don't be a person that's easily picked up and persuaded to act out. And when it comes to guys, to boys and men, I have a son, and I was a boy before. I was a young boy. You don't want to be persuaded to do something that is going to cost your health, your life, your freedom. If you have a friend that says, why don't you go shoot this other person? You don't want to be persuaded to do that, or you don't want to be persuaded to go rob a store or rob somebody else or steal something from somebody else when they work very hard to achieve and to gain what they have. If somebody tells you to do these things, man, honestly, you tell that person, you go do it. If it means that much to you, then you go do it. Don't let a person control who you are and to persuade you to do something that's going to cost your freedom. Because once they persuade you to do that and you go to jail, your freedom's gone. This person now is on the street. If you have a girlfriend, she's compromised probably, So don't be persuaded to do something that isn't going to agree with your life. Be persuaded to create a business. Be persuaded to go to school, to learn. Be persuaded by successful people and their ventures. That way you may do the same thing in life. Don't be persuaded to do some nonsense. Don't be persuaded to drop your pants and not use a condom and then get AIDS or herpes or syphilis or hepatitis just by kissing a person on the mouth. You could be persuaded. You could be persuaded. Hey. You could be persuaded to do something positive with your life and to have influence, So just I would keep that in mind. Persuasion changes everything. Persuasion can help you or persuasion can hurt you. And you don't want to be a person that gives up on life. So, I don't want to drag it out, but if you're from an impoverished situation, don't be persuaded to rob that store, man. Don't be persuaded to kill somebody. If you're married, don't be persuaded to cheat on your spouse or your girlfriend or boyfriend for another person because they want to get in your pants. Don't be persuaded. Just work it out. Always try to improve your life, and just don't be persuaded to do something stupid, because you can't take back time. You can't get your freedom back once you go to jail. There are things that you can't get back. So my name is Joel, and I met you today.